resonant frequency to bandwidth. So you say that the Q is equal to the omega naught by beta, and which is equal to the omega naught L by R. So the sharpness of the response curve could be measured by the quality factor Q. So therefore, the quality factor is inversely proportional to the bandwidth as well as inversely proportional to the resistance also. So this is the relation of the Q and bandwidth and resistance. So used to take it is to be a high Q, you say that the value is always greater than or equal to the 10. The half power frequencies are of all practical purposes symmetrical around the resonant frequency and can be approximated. You say that omega 1 is approximately equal to the omega naught beta by 2, and the omega 2 is omega naught plus beta by 2 already. You know that this is the Q relation with the bandwidth, the Q factor, which is the relation with the bandwidth already we discussed that, and the maximum dissipated power also will discuss, and these two problems also we discussed. So now you used to take, this is the parallel resonant circuit which we have the circuit components RLC is connected in parallel with the source. You say that the I current flows through that. In a parallel circuit, you know that the voltages are same, but the currents will be difference. So that means the three currents will flow through the circuit. That means one is the IR, IL and IC currents, which is applied voltage is 10 sin omega t. So now the here we used to take the nodal analysis, and you may take the admittances here. The total admittance which is equivalent to the y1 plus y2 plus y3. That means the admittance of the given circuit, you say that this is the circuit of parallel circuit, you say here this is the RLC. Admittance of this is you take it as the R admittance is 1 by that is R, and here the L admittance is there. So here this is the parallel circuit which we have the y1 plus y2 plus y3. So therefore the total admittance which is equal to 1 by R plus 1 by j omega L plus 1 by minus j omega by C, like this. It's j omega by j by omega C. So therefore it should be rewrite as a total admittance which is equal to 1 by R plus minus j by omega L plus j omega C. So again you rewrite that equation, 1 by R is as it is, and you will take the j is common. So therefore omega C minus 1 by omega L. So this is the total admittance of the parallel resonant circuit. The resonance occurs when the condition XL equal to XC. So therefore omega C is equal to 1 by omega L. So from this equation you say that the omega square is equal to 1 by LC, and omega is equal to 1 by root LC. So omega is equal to 2 pi F. So therefore F is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC. This is the resultant frequency. So you take at resonance the impedance consists only a conductance G, that means the 1 by R. The value of the current will be minimum since the total admittance is minimum here. The voltage and currents are in phase here. So this is the resonance condition. So now the parallel and a parallel circuit, you say that the parallel resonant circuit has same parameters as the series resonant circuit, that is the resonant frequency omega naught equal to 1 by root LC radians per second. And similarly you say that the half power frequency points frequencies, you say omega 1 and omega 2, which will be relates to the minus 1 by 2 RC plus of root over 1 by 2 RC whole square plus 1 by LC for the omega 1, and for the omega 2 1 by 2 RC plus root over 1 by 2 RC whole square plus 1 by LC. This is the half power points of the parallel resonant circuit. Now you take the parameters in the parallel resonant circuit, you used to take the bandwidth beta is equal to omega 2 minus omega 1, and which is equal to 1 by RC. Similarly the quality factor Q is equal to omega naught by beta, and that's equivalent to the omega naught RC. So used to take generally this is the quality factor and the bandwidth in a parallel resonant circuit. So similarly what we did for the series resonant circuit here also same, but used to take, this is the example problem for the parallel resonant circuit here. So they are given in circuit resistance, inductance and capacitance. The values are 8 kilo ohms, 0.2 millihenries and 8 microfarads. Now you are going to calculate the values of omega naught, Q and B and omega 1 and omega 2. So here How you are going to find the omega naught? Omega naught is equal to, what is the formula? Resonant frequency, you say that 2 pi fr is equal to omega naught. So just you have to go through that formulas, and you have to find the results of the given problem. Just to look into this. This is the quality factor, which is, you say that the Q is equal to omega naught by beta. That means omega naught into RC, you say that. First you have to find the omega naught. So therefore omega naught is equal to 1 by root LC at the resonant frequency. Then you will find the omega naught by using of this formula, that is 1 by root LC, 1 by root 0.2 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into of 8 into 10 power minus 6. 8 into 0.2, 1.6. That means 16 into 10 to the power of minus 10. 1 by root over 16 into 10 power minus 10. That means 10 power 5 by 4. That means you say that 2.5 into 10 to the power of 4, 25 kilohertz frequency. That is the omega naught, you say that. And similarly, once you find the omega naught, then you will coming to that the bandwidth. So bandwidth, already you know the omega L by R formula is there. The similarly used to take here the omega naught RC in a parallel resonant circuit. So therefore omega naught already you found it, that is the 25 kilohertz into of what is the omega naught RC. RC means 8 kilo ohm into the 8 microfarads. 8 into 10 power 3 into 8 into 10 power minus 6. That means here kilo and 10 power minus 3 and 10 power minus 10 power 3 and 10 power minus 6 cancel. So therefore 8 into 8, 64 into 2.5. That means 2 into 64, 128 plus 32. That means 160. That is the actually what your Q value, you will get the 160. Once you got a Q value, then you will find the B value, bandwidth value, because Q is equal to omega naught by beta. From that relation, beta is equal to omega naught by Q. Omega naught is at 2.5 kilohertz by Q is equal to 160. 2500 by 160. So 250 by 16. Near about the bandwidth 15.6 like that is there. That is the bandwidth. Once you found that, automatically you will get the omega 1 and omega 2 by using of these relations. What we have, the beta value, you got it, that is beta equivalent to the omega 2 minus omega 1, which is equal to 1 by RC. By using of that also you may find it. 1 by RC means 8 kilo into 8, this one, the 10 power 3 by 64, 1000 by 64, near about 16. That is the value of the bandwidth. You say that. Now you may find the omega 1 and omega 2 by using of these relations. This is the relation, you applied that, and you will find the omega 1 and omega 2 values, and you may take the power dissipation also, you will find at the resonant frequency and the omega 1 and omega 2 by using of the formulas. Now we will take a practice problem one more, which is also a parallel resonant circuit, have 100 kilo ohms and the 25 millihenries inductance and 5 nanofarads capacitance. Then calculate the resonant frequency and upper and lower frequencies and the selectivity and the bandwidth of the given circuit. And the same formulas you are going to apply. So here omega naught is equal to 1 by RC, 1 by 2 pi root LC, that is called the F naught. So therefore from this circuit you say the 1 by root LC is omega naught. What is 1 by root LC? 1 by root over 25 into 10 power minus 3 into 5 into 10 power minus 9. So therefore 5 into 25, 125 into 10 to the power of minus 12. That is equal to 10 power 6 by 125 under root. 125 root means it is approximately 11 point something. So therefore 10 power 6 by 11 point something. So near about 9 into 10 to the power of 4. That is the 90 kilohertz. That is the frequency omega naught will get it from that, and you will find the Q value. Q value is in a parallel resonant circuit, omega naught into RC. So therefore once you found the omega naught, that value should be substituted there. That means the 90 into 10 to the power of 3 into half, R is at 100 into 10 power 3. That means 100 into 9000 into 10 to the power of 6 into 9000, 9 into 5 into 10 power minus 9 and 10 power plus 1 both cancel. 45 is left. That is the Q values, we will get the 45 only here. You found already omega naught and Q, and you will get the bandwidth. The bandwidth is which is clearly equivalent to the 1 by RC directly. So you may, just to observe this formula, beta is equal to 1 by RC. So the value of R and C you will apply, that is 1 by 100 into 10 power 3 into 5 into 10 power minus 9. So therefore 1 by 5 into 10 power minus 4 is left. 10 power 4 should be shift to the numerator. So therefore 10 power 4 by 5, which is equal to 2 into 10 power 3. That is the 2 into 10 power 3. That means the 2 kilohertz is the bandwidth of the given circuit, given values, right? Okay. This is about the parallel resonant circuit, the practice problem. Now, what are the applications of the resonant circuits? You say that, which is generally used to take in a filter designing. So therefore, a filter is a circuit that is designed to pass the signals with the desired frequencies, and it should be rejector, act as a rejector for attenuates the other unwanted signals. So therefore, a filter is a passive filter. It consists of only a passive elements like R, L and C only. So the filters that use the resonant circuits like a band pass filter and band stop filter generally. So band stop filter means the particular frequency in between the signal will be passed. That means the in between the FC1 and FC2, and the rest of all will be the reject the signals. So here this is the band pass filter. The band pass filter generally you call it as the combination of high pass and low pass combination. That means certain extent the band will be allow the signal, that is the band pass filter. If we take a band stop filter, which is a quite opposite, band stop filter means in the lower and upper edges will be there. In between certain frequency range, the stop the signal, and rest of all ranges it should be release the signal. That means they allow the signal. That means it is the band stop filter, the combination of the low pass and high pass filter. This is quite opposite to the band pass filter, right? So now you used to take, this is called the band pass filter. You say that omega 1 and omega 2, which is in between that the signal is passing, the rest of all is it should not be pass any signal. A band pass filter is designed to pass all the frequencies in between only omega 1 and omega 2 in this figure, just to observe that. And here band pass filter, just you connecting like this series RLC circuit, already know that. So omega naught equal to 1 by root LC. Omega 1 you may find by using of the previous formulas, already know that we derived all these things. The beta value we know that omega 2 minus omega 1, which is equal to R by L, and Q is equal to omega naught by beta, which is equal to under root over L by C R square. So this is about the series RLC circuit, the band pass filter, and it is a parallel RLC circuit which we derived. The same thing will be there here. The omega naught equal to 1 by root LC, and omega 1, which is also in terms of the R and C, and omega 2 also there. The beta equal to omega 2 minus omega 1, which is equal to 1 by RC. Similarly, used to take the relation between the bandwidth, selectivity and the resonant frequency. So therefore, from this the Q is equivalent to the omega naught by beta, which is equal to R square by L under root. This is about the two circuits. You say that series RLC circuit like this and the parallel RLC circuit is like this in a band pass filter. And similarly used to take here, this is the a band stop or a band reject filter which designs to stop or reject all the signals in between the particular frequency range, that is in between the omega 1 and omega 2 in this figure. Just to observe that in the particular frequency it should be a only it allows the signal. Actual is like this and the ideal is like this. This is in between omega 1 and omega 2. So that means the upper and lower frequencies will be there, omega 2 and omega 2, omega 1, which are respectively upper and lower. So now used to take, this is the series RLC circuit for the band stop filter, and which is the same relations what we observed in the previous, the similar way RLC, it is the series circuit for the band pass filter, and you will take the parallel circuit for the RLC. The previously R and LC here, this is quite reverse. Just you have to observe, this is the band stop filter which we derived the equations in previous session, So similarly we used to take the same, the resultant of the omega naught, omega 1, omega 2, beta and q of the circuits. So this is about the band stop and band pass filter applications in the different electronics and communication engineering field. Okay, so you may try to understand all these, the filter circuit designing and all, which is also the applications of the resonant circuits. So from this lecture we conclude the lot of points to say that the series resonant circuit RLC and the parallel resonant circuit RLC with a lot of the what we call the selectivity and the bandwidth, the two parameters we highlighted in this, and how we are going to find the power dissipation at the resonant frequency and upper and lower frequencies. So we need to do a lot of problems by using of these relations, which is related to the series and parallel resonant circuits. So in next classes we used to take some tutorial class for this, the all points we have to cover by using of practice problems, right? Thank you very much.